Hey folks, Landstryder here. This is episode 17 of my post-Finem spoiler series, and today I wanted to do a little bit of bee breeding logistics stuff. Not really going to get into the actual specifics of, this bee begets this bee begets that bee, but I just want to show you how to actually get into it. So last episode we ended with making the industrial apiary, and I haven't done anything with this yet. And I had a couple of fabricators set up, one that will do the seed oil stuff, so I can make the impregnated logs, and I think I can also make the impregnated sticks out of that if I want to make some frames. Now I am on a newer version of the pack. I've updated it to 0.2.6, and of course, as usual, I forgot to change that in the intro page, so it still says 0.2.4. When you log into the actual pack. Don't worry, you can grab those off of Curse or FTB Launcher right now. And let's see, what else? Is there any things that I updated in this pack are, I gave a recipe to the proven frame, so you should now be able to craft the proven frame. Fixed a couple quest problems that were causing issues. Let's see, I think actually I can show it in my quest book, because this quest right here, the With Sprinkles quest, was broken because I had updated AgriCraft, and somehow it slipped my attention that this one had gotten broken because the sprinkler changed, I guess, a little bit, the ID of it or whatever. So that got repaired, and now everything should be working according to plan. I added a mod called Impure Core, and you can see that it no longer shows me the spawn. Some mobs out there getting shot up by my security system. It no longer shows me the spawn cages that were over here, which actually improves a little performance issue that I've been having, that I had for a long time in the pack. So that's nice, and it calls down the NEI list by quite a bit. You can see here, I originally was up to like 200 and some pages. Now I'm down to 54 pages because it doesn't show all the little forge micro blocks of every block that it can possibly do anymore. That's all culled out. And let's see what else. I think that's pretty much it. A couple of minor changes in the quest book, like other ones in the Life Rebooted, and actually related to some of the things we're doing today is I changed all these bees. This is no longer a queen, it's now a princess, and that should fix the problem of it not producing any offspring whenever you took that as a reward. And then there was another one. Yeah, these ones I switched them from queens to actually being able to get the hive. So now I can actually choose a hive, modest, wintry, or this one was the nether hive. So those are the main changes that I made. And then under the Explorer I've actually had, and I haven't made changes to them in the past in this update, but I put them in the previous update. But under Defense, I put this all in cap locks because I know a lot of people have missed it and they've caused their game to crash, and I really don't want that to happen. So hopefully people will notice that is be sure to load the weapon before you attempt to put it in the gun modification table. If you use the crafting, because you're crafting it, it doesn't have the NBT data properly, but once you load it, it does fix that data. So, okay, let's get on with the bees. So, now that I've got a hive, I want to put some things in here. So, there's some upgrades that I can make for this. So, if we look at Gendistry, and we've got all these different bee samples. We're going to get into all that here shortly. The first thing I want to do is I need to get some upgrades for in there. There's different ones. There's ones that I can emulate different environments for. I can give it a light upgrade that makes it work in the nighttime for bees that aren't nocturnal. I can give it a different. I can give it upgrades that make it produce flowers more. Winter emulation. Change the humidity internally. I can give it an automation upgrade, which is definitely one that I want to do. That thing is noisy. How hard are these to make? They're not too difficult to make. Apparently whatever it's shooting at is big and nasty, but I think it took it out. So we're going to need some iron. Hopefully I got probably not nearly enough iron, so I'm going to have to craft a bunch of iron real quick. Oh, let's do the shift thing. There we go. Get some stacks. Stacks of iron and toss them in here. And pull out a bunch of iron I'm going to need. I'm going to need some gold as well. I have only a little bit of that, but I think it's gold nuggets, right? So if I want to make, we'll start with some an automation one. So if I want to make a frame, that's gold nuggets, iron, and redstone. So I need the redstone out here. Gold nuggets. And we'll make one of these. Nope. Got to do this first. What am I missing? Is it not iron? Maybe it's not iron. It's tin. Okay. Okay, we'll get some tin. Gonna need lots of tin then, I guess. Do that. No, not 1. 16. Come on. There we go. Lots of tin. Okay, let's pull the rest of these out and go ahead and put them away. Yeah, that's better. Now let's try that one more time. So there we go. We're going to get some upgrade frames. I'm just going to go ahead and make all the ones that I could, because I'm going to need a few things. Now, the ones that I would need at first, I may not necessarily need this automation one. I might need a little bit. Let's actually get some more redstone. So copper and iron oxide, right? Yeah. Always good to have a stack of that on hand. Now we do, I need a piston. I don't know if I have any made. I think I made. Could have swear that I made a bunch of pistons at one point. Yeah, there's a few left over here. Okay. That'll work. It doesn't require anything sticky, but it does require a bronze gear. So get our bronze, and we already have some iron, and that should do for our bronze gear. Or we can use these guys, basic gears, to improve on rather than use up our iron. Probably going to need a bunch of bronze gears, but we'll see. I don't want to overcraft. So there's our automation upgrade. The other automation upgrade is that I'm really going to want at first is this one right here, the lifespan upgrade. And you can see that it doesn't increase the lifespan. It actually decreases the lifespan by 33% and makes it consume more energy, which is fine. And the reason I want this, so I'll need some fermented spider eyes, sugar, mushrooms, and spider eyes. Do I have that stuff? That's a good question. So I don't think I have any spider eyes because I have not been saving them because they rot. They rot because they're actually edible. So I'm going to have to make some spider eyes. Is there a way, maybe I can just craft this directly? I can just craft this directly with ethanol alcohol and polonium. Do I have polonium? 84. 84. I don't think I have any polonium. No, I don't, but I can make it. So what I'm going to do to make these is, first of all, I need this stuff, ethyl alcohol. I don't think I have any of this ready to go. Do I have it in my book? Probably not. Take a quick look. That's not it. That's not it. It was kind of a pinkish one, wasn't it? Yes. I do not have it. So let's put together our first ethyl alcohol. This is probably going to be the easiest way to get this. Ethyl alcohol C2H5OH. OH is probably going to be hydroxide. Surely I've got some hydroxide over here. I really need to, there it is, hydroxide. No, that's hydro, that's it. No, don't drink it. Hydroxide. No, that's hydro something plate stuff. I swear that I have it over here somewhere. This is the point where I really need to get a better organization system going because I'm almost positive I have it in my drawer system, but I don't see it. There it is, hydroxide. No, it's pyrite. Arrgh. Try that. Hydroxide, there it is, finally. Okay, we got some hydroxide. What was this? Carbon and hydrogen, right? And hydroxide, I think. So was it like carbon? No, I need more than I need one. I need stacks. So give me stacks. Stacks of carbon, stacks of hydrogen. Let's try that. I think it was C2, H5, OH. Is that right? Ethyl alcohol. Perfect. Let's just get some of that. Okay, we'll go ahead and put the other stuff back. So now that we got the ethyl alcohol, we need the polonium. So it's just going to be 1 of 1. So we can go ahead and set that up in there. Now polonium was probably something crazy. Let's look at that again. It is 84. So something that adds up to 84 over here that I have a bunch of. Let's see, what would be 84? So I've got this tin. What's tin? Tin is 50. Well, I got lead. What is that? Lead is 82. And then some helium mixed with that should give me polonium. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. And I only need, let's see, I only made 16 ethyl or 13 ethyl, so I only want to put 13. I only want to make 13 of it because it's radioactive and it'll degrade, and I don't want to do that. So I had to put it in the big chamber down here. So we're going to go, we'll make, yes, we'll just do this, that, drop 3, throw those in there, and there we go. We got some polonium, which is radioactive, yes. So we don't want to keep it around. Only make it when we need it. And now we can go ahead and put this in here, put that, make some nasty poison, nasty poisony things. Fermented spider eyes. Okay. Put back all the rest of our chemicals. I hear a butterfly. I hear a butterfly killing itself. I think it just did. I think it just died. Wait, no. I don't know. By the way, I did figure out the butterfly thing. It is right-click on a butterfly, and you see I've caught one now. I've got a meadow brown. So I'm going to have to find a way. I'm going to have to make a storage chest for those because I want to collect. I want to collect them. They're cool. But now that I got my fermented spider eye, I can continue on making this lifespan upgrade. So I'm going to need some glass. Glass. Do I not have glass? Really? Well, there's a little bit of glass. We can do... No? Cannot do that? Stained glass, fermented spider eye. This should stack. That should have went right in there. Like that. Okay. Don't know why that didn't shift click. But there we go. And I'm going to need more glass. So let's throw some sand. Do I have sand? I do have a bunch of sand. Let's throw some sand in the smelter and let that get going. That'll cook up because I'm going to need more of these. And I believe that they'll stack into one slot. So if I put that in there and that in there, there we go. Now I can actually start doing some lifespan upgrade things. Now, the problem is all these rocky princesses that I have, and I don't have very many drones to go with them. Where are all my drones? Are they in here, maybe? No. What did I do with all the drones? Maybe these are queens, some of these queens? Is there some drones in here that I'm not seeing? Yeah, there is. There's a stack of drones right there. The problem with these is they only have a fertility of 1, so they're only going to produce 1 drone every time they do the breed cycle. So I'm not going to get any extra drones, and I need extra drones. So we're going to need another bee of some kind. And I didn't select any of the bees for rewards when I was going through. I kind of wish I had. So I'm going to either need a... Well, what I would like is actually get the basic bees. So If we come back here and go to Life Rebooted, we're going to need to do this. We're going to need to make a mutagen producer. We're going to need this regardless, so let's go ahead and get that made. So that's going to be at the very beginning of the page. All these different machines, we're going to need probably most of these. So we're definitely going to need the mutagen producer. Oh my goodness, look at this terribly expensive recipe because we need to make power modules, 2 of them. The sturdy casing is nothing but bronze. The mutagen tank is actually not too bad. It's tin and glass panes. So let me get that together. Okay, I've got enough to make 5 power modules right now. I'm going to go ahead and make all those because I think I'm going to need them. Yeah, after all that crafting and stuff, there's a zombie outside making noise. Sorry, can't do much about that right at the moment. So glass and tin, so I'm going to need some glass panes, some tin. I should have that to make this guy. I know I need at least one of those. I might need another one for another thing. I'm not sure. So everything else, I should need a sturdy casing. So I'm going to need more bronze. Am I out of bronze already? Apparently I am out of bronze again. So I'm going to have to get that going again. Which was 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Yeah, take them guys out. Security system. I'm going to put some more security around, I think. I think that would help. Still shooting. There, they got him. Okay, and then 12 copper. Give me some more bronze to make a casing. And then I'll need a couple bronze gears. Go ahead and make those up. I'm definitely going to end up using more bronze gears. So let's see if that's enough. There we go. Mutagen producer. All that. for the mutant producer, and that's super important for what we want to do. So that's going to give us a mutagen can, maybe. And I can either take some uranium ore, or half a heart, or some more mutagen can. I'm actually going to take the uranium ore here, because what I can do, let's come on in here. What I can do is I can actually set this mutagen producer down right here. It's going to get power. It takes lots of power. And then I can go ahead and throw that. Why does that not go in there? No. Oh, okay. Yellorium, glowstone. Yellorium gives me a bunch. Blocks of redstone gives me a little bit less than yellorium. And then, yeah, then glowstone. Okay, so yellorium actually, that's actually not bad. I'm actually going to think I would have get more out of it that way. So I'll break this down into the uranium. And it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to stay in here now because every one of my drawers is full and locked. So anything that doesn't have a space over there is going to stay in here, which is good because then I can just take this out, put it in here like so, and get yellorium out of that. So I can just do that for the uranium. No, don't want the tin. Rest of that uranium. Okay, there we go. I got 24 blocks of, or 24 ingots of yellorium, which I can go ahead and throw in there, and that's going to get me some mutagen. And I got 1 can of mutagen here. So let's look at the quests again, because now that should have unlocked this one. Yes, ancestry. With enough mutagen, you can devolve bees into the species that were around before the Holocaust. So that's what we need to do. So we're going to use our quantum digital synthesizer to accept the ingredients, and it needs it basically needs 2 buckets of mutagen, a rocky princess, and a rocky drone. So if we go and make sure that we set this, select task, and then click that. There we go. And then I got that extra hopper for a reason. Put that there. Let's see. If I throw that in there, did it count? Did that count? It did not count. I have to actually pipe liquid in there. Dang it. Okay. That's okay. We can do this. We need a tank of some sort. And it just, really just any old, in fact, let's move this. Nope. There we go. Let's move that in here. We're going to be using it. I'm going to put it there. I'm going to reset it to the ancestry quest. I'm actually going to put the hopper to the side because that's where the bees will go in. And then I need a little tank on top, and I just need the most basic kind of tank. So I think that would just be some glass and some copper will get me what I need. Because I don't, just 4 copper around a piece of glass. I don't need it to contain a whole lot of, no. Tank. This tank right here. Portable tank. Oh, it's, okay, it's the other way around. It's glass around the copper, not copper around the glass. There we go. Gets me the most basic portable tank. It only holds 8 buckets, but it doesn't need to hold that much. I only need to be putting 2 buckets in at a time. And no, not like that. Not like that. Where's my wrench? No! Whoops. Make another one. Tank go in the drain. You gotta be careful about having a hopper like that feeding into your QDS, because anything that ends up in the hopper is going to immediately get eaten by the QDS. And it doesn't care whether, well, it doesn't really matter what quest it is. It'll just take in anything, and if it doesn't count for a quest, it just deletes it. So that's not good. Okay, so there we go. Now, if we look at our quest, we haven't turned anything in yet, but now if we take a princess and a drone, That is a princess, yes. Princess and a drone. And now if we look in here, yes, we've got the Rocky Princess, Rocky Drone. All we need to do is add the mutagen into that, which this is producing a mutagen, and we need a bucket. Bucket would be the easiest way to get it over there, I think. Bucket. There's a bucket. I should just be able to click that with the bucket, get a bucket of mutagen, go there, and put a second one in. And then if I use my wrench to change the mode on this to output, that should now complete my quest. Yes, the quest is complete. I can claim my reward. And I want some... I need to get some tropical hives eventually, but I want to start out with just a forest hive. So I'm going to claim our forest hive. I'm going to put it down on the ground. And these ones don't sting you, by the way. And I'll break it and get myself a forest drone and a forest princess. Beautiful. Now I can throw those in there like so. And they're going to go ahead and breed. And they're going to, because it has the lifespan upgrade. So how the lifespan upgrade works is each one that you have reduces the lifespan by 33%. So the first one subtracts 33% from the total. The second one subtracts 33% from the new total, and so on. So each time, so you get diminishing returns after a certain period of time. I think you can only put 4, maximum installed 4. So I've got my maximum installed in there. Now right now it says it's not daytime, so they're not gonna do nothing. So I could do two things. I could either just sleep until it's daytime, then they'll work, or I could put a light upgrade in there to make them work all the time. Since it's really not hard for me to sleep, my bed was right there. I'm going to do that for the moment. Now they should be breeding. This is not bright enough. Oh, I think because they're in a cave, I need the internal. I do need the internal light anyway. So let's go back to getting these guys to work inside is going to be a little bit of a chore because they're not naturally cave dwellers. So in order to do that, I'm going to need the daylight simulator. Industry. This guy right here, the light upgrade. Internal lighting should allow it to work in the day in the cave. Yeah, so let's just some glowstone, some glass. I have some glowstone ready. Anywhere? Surely, yeah, there we go. Some glowstone, some glass. One of these. Glowstone. Gonna give our lighting upgrade. Now hopefully this one will allow these guys to go ahead and do their thing in the cave. Sky obstructed. How do I don't know if I can fix that. I don't know if I can fix that at all. Hell emulation, there might not be a fix for that one. Plains emulation. Genetic stabilizer, jungle, territory, upgrade, open sky. Oh, there's an open sky. Ooh, that takes lapis. Okay, we're going to have to make some more lazurite. I just made a stack of lazurite, but I turned it all into, no more uranium in there. Turned it all into capacitors, so I'm going to have to make some more of that. Let's get this stuff out of here. Okay. Got my lapis, so let's pretend that we have a clear sky in there. I think I need glass too. Yeah, glass. I think if I remember the recipe from a moment ago, was like this. Yes. Open skies. Well, now we can trick them bees into doing their thing. Yay! Get a positive check mark up here. So now that they're going to start working, and yeah, they're doing their thing. Nice. So that's going to happen is because I have the lifespan upgrade, they're going to go through their life cycle pretty fast, and they're going to produce extra drones. And I don't know how many extra drones, but we can check that by taking our beealyzer. And I'm just going to pull this this queen out for a second, and it should have the default stats when we're going to analyze it. Yes, what the fertility on this is 3, so it's going to produce 3 drones every cycle. Okay, so we're going to let that run while we get some other things ready to do the rest of the bee stuff. Because we need drones for the next thing. That also unlocks these two, so now I can actually do the modest hives and wintry hives as well if I need to. Eventually. And probably eventually will need to do that depending on the bees that I ultimately want to have in my place. But we can get the rest of our dentistry stuff going. So we're going to need a Mutatron. I think that is basically, we want the advanced Mutatron, but we've got to make the regular Mutatron first. Which this is another expensive recipe. It's going to require one of these power modules. Oh, yeah, the genetic processor is very expensive because it takes a tier 1 and two tier 1s and a tier 2 central processing unit for diamonds. Well, you're processing genetic information, so, I mean, I guess that makes sense, right? It's going to take a lot of processing power to process the genetic information of bees. Now, when I upgrade it to the advanced Mutatron, oh my goodness. Yeah, so I need 3 of these processors. Oh my goodness, that's expensive. So microchips, I'm going to have to make a bunch more microchips, that's for sure. And let's see, these guys are going to require some control units, some transistors, some clocks. Okay, bunch of crafting. Let me get to it. Okay, I think I got most of the grindy parts out of the way, so let's see if we have everything to put these together. So I'm going to need 2 of these processors here. So I'm going to need some microchips tier 2 for each. So I need a total of 6 of those, I believe. And then I'll need, let's see, we'll need a total of, what am I short here? Iron nuggets? No. Redstone? No. What am I short on? Yeah, I don't need that many of these. So I only need 2 more of these total. And then I'm going to go with the tier 2s. Oh, I guess that's not the exact recipe. So the tier 2s, oh, they require the gold nuggets. So I need 3 of those. Yep. Perfect. Now I need to make the actual genetic processors, which is going to be some diamonds. Uh-oh, I don't know if I have enough diamonds. Might have to make some diamonds. 1, 2, 3. Give me those diamonds. There we go. Now we could make these. Oh, if I had plastic, which is right here. There we go, plastic. And these are really expensive, but they are totally worth it. So there we go, genetic processors. And now I'm going to need some bee receptacles. So that's a weighted pressure plate. I need a total of 3 of these. Some bronze, a bunch of bronze actually. Do I have, how much bronze do I have left? None? Did I use it up? No, it's right there. Now it's gold. So I gotta make bronze again. Jeez. I need a lot more copper. Copper flying around my head. So clear that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 12. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna give me the bronze I need, I hope. Get some more. There we go. Nice good stack of it. Put away anything that we don't need right now. Well, let's see if we can make these bee receptacles now. Some of these. Bee receptacles. Come on. Ah, what am I missing? Redstone? Yeah, redstone. Should have a little bit left in there. That's good. Yeah, I had to make that. 3. Perfect. That's going to give us not quite everything for this yet, because we still need some tin to make ourselves the thingy. What is a mutagen tank? And now, do we have everything for this? I hope so. Oh no, we need the sturdy casing for the main part of it. There we go, Mutatron. Now I'm not even gonna. I shall put it down, and you can see the interface. This basically allows you to combine 2 bees and get a random outcome. I don't want a random outcome. I want to be able to be selective about my outcome. So I'm going to want to upgrade it to the advanced Mutatron right away, which is going to require more bronze gears. Yeah. 2 more of those at least. And what else? The Mutatron I have and a normal quartz. Normal quartz. I do have a normal quartz. So there we go, there's that. And we're upgraded to the advanced Mutatron. Nice. And I'm going to put this right beside my mutagen producer because it's going to automatically push the mutagen right into the tank so that I have that available for me. Sweet. And now we can see that we've got this ability to select down here. So if I put 2 different bees in there, and if we look over here, is this going? No. It needs flowers. Oh, goodness. Do I have flowers? Have any actual flowers that aren't? Shucks. I need like some actual flowers, not to die. I don't think these will work on the crops. These crop flowers, I don't think they'll work. Or they would probably be close enough to the flowers to work. I need some actual just basic flowers. Come on. Certainly I got some somewhere. I've probably broken them all down. That's a bummer. So I need a piece of dirt in there, or a piece of grass. So what's that? So a piece of grass would just be cellulose. I don't need that much grass. I just need here. Let's one of those, 1 cellulose, and 1 chlorophyll. Chlorophyll, is that right? Yeah. So if I do cellulose, silicon dioxide, and chlorophyll, that'll give me a piece of grass. Nice. Go ahead and put these things away. Good. Alright, well that'll give me a place to actually plant the flower if I had a flower. Okay. I could try throwing a piece of bone meal on there and see if I get really lucky and get a flower. Probably not going to get that lucky. Do I have any bone meal? Ready to go. Doesn't look like it. Okay, we'll make some bone. I don't need that much bone. Toss it in here. There's bone meal. Give me flour. No. Flour. No. Flour. Flour. No flowers. This would be a lot better if I did it on a larger section of dirt. So let's go back and make a patch of dirt, I guess, real quick. Because that's going to be the best way to get this. Alright, well, I got really lucky. As soon as I placed some grass down and bone mealed it, I got myself a dandelion, which is all I really needed in order to get the bees going again, I think. I hope. So, yeah, I really should have just put the thing on the outside of the building. Probably would have saved me some energy and some upgrades to my hive. But in here, you know, I'm in a nice, safe place to work with it. So all I need to do is plant these guys right here. That's also good for your sanity, having some flowers around. So now, as soon as it detects the flowers nearby, hey, there we go. We've got some progress. Progress, yay. Okay, so we've got the mutagen, the advanced mutatron going, which is going to allow us to mutate bees. Now the next thing that we're going to want to have handy, ready to go, is going to be the genetic sampler. That is another genetic processor. I'm going to craft this off camera. The genetic sampler. We're also going to want the genetic imprinter. And we don't really need the protein liquefier, honestly. Or the DNA extractor. I forgot to remember what that one actually does. Genetic transposer, we might need. Genetic replicator, I can't remember. So yeah, I guess I got to review a couple of these, the workings of some of these. I was hoping to really just do everything bee related in this episode. I want to at least show you, as soon as this gives me some extra drones here. It's going to come up with some extra drones here in just a second. I want to at least show you the process of actually what you want to do for making this relatively simple in the future. So I suppose I can clear my inventory out a little bit, so I have some working space here. That actually just go away. Oh wait, I got the magnet on, so that didn't work. Yeah, that ain't going away. I probably should put that back on so I can get my water back up. All right, so this should have some drones now. Yes, it did have an extra forest drone. That apparently unknown genome. I don't know why that one didn't stack in with the other ones, but that's okay. That is all right. We can take our analyzer and analyze it if we want. Shorter. Okay, shorter. Yeah, pretty much all the genetics are the same on it, which is good. So now we can take our forest drone and a rocky princess, and we come over here to the advanced mutatron and put a princess and a drone in there, and it'll show us the possible outcomes. Of course, what we're going to do first is a common queen. We're going to take that common queen. We're going to need labware. I forgot about that. Labware, it's just going to be diamonds, isn't it? Isn't it going to be something terribly expensive? Yes, it's diamonds with some glass panes. It's going to give us 16 labware. That's not too bad. So I guess I got to make a couple more diamonds here real quick, or at least one more diamond. Quickly. As quickly as I can to finish this up. Oh, no, full stack. There we go. Gives me one more. I need one more stack of carbon. Get that last nanotube. So that, oh, I actually had enough to make my 1 diamond. 2, 3. There we go. 1 diamond. Glass panes. Do I already have those? Yes, I do already have those. So 4 of those plus diamond will give me 16 labware. These are used up in the process, so this is kind of expensive to use, but now that I have labware in there, this will work. And I can select my common queen. It'll process those. It'll use some mutagen, and it will go ahead and give me the common queen, exactly what I wanted. And since this was done in the Mutatron, this gives it the whatever its normal stuff is for the attributes, all the normal attributes. So there we go. Now I can take this guy, and this has actually gone through a couple cycles, it looks like. I'm going to let it finish up one more time. So I'm going to take the automation out because I don't want it to cycle through the next time. I want it to be done for the moment, because I got a couple of forest drones. Those are going to allow me to... Those aren't stacking for some reason. Go ahead and put them in there for now. So as soon as this finishes up, which should be like one more bee tick. Bee ticks are kind of weird. They're I don't know how many seconds they are, but they're multiple seconds. But you can see whenever it does a bee tick, it did quite a percentage of its life cycle went through. So one more bee tick should finish this guy off. And then I can throw my common queen in there and start breeding that and getting some common drones to use to further mutate into the next bee species that I want. And I'll be able to go through this basically just using the advanced Mutatron, quickly life cycling them through. There it goes. It's done. So I can go ahead and put the common queen in there, or the common queen in there. It's going to finish its life cycle in a relatively short period of time. And then I'll be able to use that common queen. Whoa. More things attacking outside. Must be dark. Must be nighttime. We sleep that off. But that's pretty much it for bees. I mean, that's what you want to do if you want to use Gendustry for bees, which is probably the best way to do it in this pack. You could definitely use the old methods. They are available. Now, the only way to genetically manipulate stuff is with Gendustry. I have the genetics turned off for the extra bees and trees stuff, so I didn't want to overlap all those extra samples and stuff. So, anyway, guys, that's pretty much how you do it. Like I said, I'm not going to go through each individual generation and show you what this bee gets that bee to get this bee. You can do that using the NEI. So, say I want lapis, and there's a lapis queen. I could also see that by looking at lapis, going, hey, look, I can get that from lapis combs. Where do I get lapis combs from? Well, I get it from this lapis bee. Well, how do I get this lapis bee? Well, I got to combine an imperial drone with a resilient princess. Okay, well, then how do I get the resilient princess? I get that with a robust princess and industrious drone. Okay, well, how do I get that? I get that with a tolerant princess and an unwary drone. Well, I don't know how to get that. So, okay, well, there we go. Rocky princess, I got one of those. Oh, how do I get this diligent drone? Okay, so that's a common princess and a cultivated drone. Well, how do I get the cultivated drone? Well, that is a bunch of different possibilities, but it ultimately is a common princess with any, or a common with any kind of like Rocky, or is it? I'm pretty sure common and Rocky will do it. Somewhere in here, yeah, Rocky with common will do it. So you just got to backtrack through all of that in NEI to show you what kind of mutations you have to do with the advanced Mutatron in order to get the particular bee that you're looking for. Now, since this has probably already gone long, and I didn't expect it to take as long as it did, because there's a lot of grindy crafting, and I don't apologize for that, because I like that. I like that about it. It makes it a lot more balanced, a lot more challenging to get it, because once you have those bees, man, you have unlimited resources. You really do. You have basically unlimited resources for the cost of power, And if you make the right kind of bee, you can even use them to power up the rest of your bees, because you can get a bee that will make Yellorium for you. So, and I need to put some stuff in this. I really need to improve my reactor here by adding some coolant to it. So I'm going to do that next episode, and I'm also going to get into the specifics of what did I not cover here with bees? Oh, how to actually genetically manipulate the bees. So this is how we get the bees started, and how we get the different species that we want. And the next episode, I'll have all the machines ready. I'm not going to craft them on camera like I did today. I'll have all the machines ready, and I'll show you how to genetically manipulate your bees to make them super bees. So next episode, super bees, and upgrading the reactor, I think, because we're going to need more power, especially as we get in bees. They're going to require lots of power. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, thumbs up, all that fun stuff. And until next time, I will catch you later.